Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am trying to share the link with a couple of my crafty friends who said they might want to hang out. I hope that worked. There we go. I was about to say zero clue, but that's not true. It's not true that I have zero clue. But I'm not sure what I'm going to work on. I have many possibilities. And because I have so many possibilities, then it's just ridiculous to say I have no clue. I'm just struggling to pick one. I don't feel especially super inspired of any of the many possibilities. Does that make sense? Oh, like usually most of my crafting is, oh, I want to do that. And that's how I end up with so many projects started and not finished. I don't have a, oh, I want to do that going on right now. I just have, I could do this. Well, I could do that. Oh, well, I really need to do this. Oh, well, the deadline for that's coming up. I could do that going on around and around. Sorry, I know there's nothing on the screen. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. I was trying to set some stuff around places. I gotta drink my protein shaky thingy. This is so not the greatest. It's also not the worst, and thus one I can stand. The muscle milk shakes. How you doing, Crystal? How was dinner? What'd you have? Did you have anything yummy? Okay, so I gotta set my... How is my camera view? We're gonna go with that, where it's at right now. It was average. I have been struggling so hard to eat. I'm not sure if a big issue is that I'm a super picky eater. But I've been a super picky eater for 45 years. It's deciding like what to eat. Like I don't want anything. So eating, as with my crafting, something has to go, ooh, I want that. Like, and no food, no crafty project and no food is going, ooh, it's all going, I gotta eat. I got things that are due. I got projects that need to be finished. Didn't feel like putting a lot of effort into it. I hear you. I hear you. For lunch, I had leftover pizza. I have not had dinner yet because when we decided to aim for 7, and I told myself, hey, I should probably eat dinner before 7. And I just kept sitting there going, well, I should eat dinner before 7. Well, what am I going to eat? What should I eat? I don't want leftover pizza again. Hardest part of being an adult, deciding what to eat every day. It's definitely up there in the difficulties of adulting, deciding what to eat. And the next level of that is when you're like a mom, and then you're responsible for not only deciding what you're going to eat all day, but you have to decide what all these other people in your family are going to eat all day, which I've, failed at. I have teenagers now. They pretty much feed themselves. They're also picky eaters. I don't know where they could have got that from. I'm going to fiddle, y'all, because I do not know what I want to do. So I need to work on this. Oh, look, I added... Did I show this last time? Or did I just show a picture? I don't remember. I don't even remember. So I did the tea stain. And then I noticed that some of the pages were more white. Like I had missed some of the pages. So I grabbed what I thought was my tea stain bottle and sprayed. And then it was this much darker color. And I couldn't have this much darker color on like one page. So then I had to go add it through everywhere. And then I didn't like it just sprinkled on the page. And so then I was like, well, let's put it on the edges. That'll save me having to like ink the edges with my little dauber. And I did put the inside cover and the backside cover. I'm going to put a large envelope. I was thinking about doing it on the back, but then I was thinking that as you start to put stuff in it, it's going to be kind of bumpy and bulky. And then if I also do that little circle with the string thing, and if you're like trying to write, so then I was thinking maybe I need to put it on the front. But that doesn't really solve the problem for when you're writing on the other side. I don't know. I might just overthink it and not do either. I could put it on the backpack. I could do that. I could put it on the backpack. I had printed off one of these to be the backpack, but I could put an envelope. I wonder if a 6x9 envelope would fit. I was gonna... Okay. I have a crafting lunch, and I can't move this thing back out my way. Let me see. Let me move. Moving the crafting lunch out of the way makes a bigger crafting lunch. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to move this rolly table thing out of my way. It hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Okay, that's not what was going on. What did I get up for? Oh, I got up to see if a 6x9 envelope would fit. But then I'm going to have to make one, because I don't think I want this claspy kind. I'm going to make one, and I'm just going to make it a little smaller. Am I going to do that right now, though? No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit here and run my mouth. Oh. And pick up the stuff I throw on the floor. Did you bring a project, Crystal? You were working on... I don't remember now. Were you working on flashcards earlier or puzzle pieces? See, and I could work on an altar thing. I print this off, and just saying that I printed it in draft mode, so that's why the colors are different than what you see on the picture in the group. Because I was staring at him like, am I out of black ink? And normally my printer would be all like, I can't print. I'm like, how did it print? And there was no black, but I think it was just draft mode. So like, there's 25 things I could work on. There's this I could work on. This like started. I really need to work on this cat signature that I told someone that I would mail out Tuesday. And at this very moment, doesn't really feel like Tuesday's happening. Sitting outside now, it's nice out. Yeah, it looks dusky out there. It looks chill out there. I imagine though that it's like hot. I I have this I started because I was super excited about an idea. And then I started it and I got as far as my super excited got. And then now I'm like, yeah. But I mean, how many pages are there? I was thinking about something earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I did 4, I was thinking about maybe, I've never done an open spine before where you can see the spine, but I never found the little piece of leather I was looking for. So I was thinking about maybe possibly 2 leather strips, or maybe 3. And I saw these printables are from My Porch Prints, and I saw one of their videos where they used brad thingies for binding. And I was wondering if the brad thingies would look cool, like lined up on the strip of leather for this whole little vibe I got going on here. But I didn't find my little scrap piece of leather. And then I also want to take my Christmas fabric scraps and make a fabric masterboard and make some fabric tags to go in my Christmas journal bags. And so I ordered this stuff that I saw. I don't even know what it's called, but supposedly it's like sticky on both sides. And so you can put your fabric on it and you can iron it, and that like activates it. And then so like it's super stuck to the iron thing, to the piece. So I ordered me some of that, and I can't find it now either. I've had it less than a week, and I feel like I told myself to put it with the Christmas fabric scraps so that I would know, so that I could find it when I was ready to do that. But I'm over here looking at my Christmas pile of things, and I'm not, I mean, like, it's a big envelope of this. Is it called interfacing? Is that the word, interfacing? I don't know. I don't sew or quilt or anything enough. I just happened to, by accident, catch a Gail Agostinelli video where she was making covers and using this double-sided sticky stuff. So I took myself on over to Amazon and ordered me a pack. And I had a plan, and I don't know where it is. Never thought of a fabric masterboard. I mean, I feel like they're slightly cooler than paper masterboards, maybe. Because I have a bag. See, I don't even know where my bag of... See, maybe that's the problem. I have a Ziploc bag. One time last year or something, I ended up at an estate sale with like a seamstress sewer person, and they had like fabric that she had already cut into for her little projects, and I bought it. So I have some Christmas fabric that's just scrappy pieces. See, I don't even know where that's at the moment. So my Christmas fabric and that special interfacing stuff ran off together. It ran off. It eloped or something. Oh. Wait, is this it? Nope, here's my fabric bag of Christmas stuff. Christmas fabric pieces. See? I mean, I've added to it now, but like it was... Or maybe this is another bag and not the original bag. Yeah, this might not be the original bag because it was bigger pieces but they were just cut weird, and these look like... Okay, maybe that's not the bag that I was thinking of. Oh me, oh my. Do you glue the fabric to paper? guess you could. But I specifically bought this interfacing stuff to use that I saw Gal Augustinelli use. It's sticky. It's a something. I don't know if it's a piece of fabric or a piece of paper with glue on it. And you stick the fabric pieces on it and then you iron it. And then it's stuck, like just like you had sewn it, stuck. That's what my whole recent rant was about, is that I can't find that package of special iron stuff. Crystal did 3 puzzle pieces. Okay. You want to work on the Happy Meal journal when you go in? I'm going to do that Monday. Fabric masterboards, and yeah, I already answered that. I had an idea for this in the middle of the night, but then see, like, that's not even how you, is that how you spell puzzle? That's not even how you spell puzzle. But then a few minutes ago, when I was trying to gather stuff to do my idea, I was thinking it's too complicated. I need to work on my M. Where's my M? Is this my M? I need to work on my M. And I have a bucket of doodad doohickey thingies. And I don't know where that is either. I can't see. This is what frustrates me, y'all. And it's my own fault. I know. Well, every time I whine to my husband about it, he tells me it's my own fault. I have too much stuff. And that's why I can never find my stuff. I think I can never find my stuff because my brain hates me and keeps putting it in safe places that it doesn't want to remember where the freaking safe place is. A bug distracted you? My daughter would absolutely lose her mind. I mean, we're going as, 5 feet to walk from the door to the car. And if she sees a bug anywhere, she just starts hooping and hollering. And I'm all like, bugs live outside, sweetie. It's where they live. I also have some of these that I printed off on a photo paper that is like a thicker, like this is just regular copy paper, and I embossed it. But I printed some off on like a cardstocky kind of photo paper, so it's not as flimsy whimsy. And I want that for gluing on here because I'm going to put layers on it like this. And so there might only be a small point of glue, and I don't want it to be flimsy whimsy. Can't find those either. I cannot find nothing. All of my ideas have pieces missing, and so it makes me just want to not do nothing because I'm tired of looking for things. Kind of feels like, which I know is ridiculous thinking, but it kind of feels like the crafty fairy is against me. I don't know where my leather is for this. I don't know where my bucket of doodads or my jellyfish is for this. I don't know where my special iron-on glue fabric-y stuff is. These were missing. This glue for the doodads, and I thought that the glue and the doodads were together. I was pretty confident in myself that once I found the bucket of doodads, I would find this glue, but I found the glue and not the bucket of doodads. You found something? What'd you find? What did you find? Tell me some good news. I'm looking for a pencil. Just a pencil, people. Just a pencil. Oh, goodness. Good. Oh, I found it. It's a token from a game I bought at a thrift store. A token from a game. Is it like a special game? Goosebumps game. I want to do a Goosebumps journal. That could be fun. I remember the Goosebumps, like, were those some of the like pick your adventure books that like you read a chapter and then at the end of the chapter it would ask you a question and then tell you to go to this page or that page and it would kind of alter. Didn't they have some Goosebumps storybooks like that, or is that something different? I'm not sure. There are a lot of Goosebump books. Wasn't the best at reading, just watch the show. I've never seen the show that I remember. But I did a lot of reading. I think if the Goosebumps books are kind of the books I remember, and then I read those, and I read all of the Babysitter Club books, and I read all of the Boxcar Children books, and lots of other books. There was this lady that her daughter, who was a little older than me, had the whole Babysitters Club series. So she said I could borrow them. But like the first time she brought me like 3 books and I read them in no time. And so when I returned those back to her, I was like, could I get more than 3? So then she brought me like 7 and I read those in no time. And so I was like, can you bring me more than 7? She's like, you read more than 7 books in a week? I'm like, yeah. So then I don't remember how many she brought me the next time, but she brought me a big old stack. And I got that read in the week until the next time I saw her. And she's all like, if I keep, like, she's like, there's nearly no books left. Like, you read them all too quickly. And I'm like, well, I needed to know what was going on. Oh. Hey, Mike. Mike. I'm trying not to yell super loud, but I'm not being heard apparently. Will you do me a favor and get a pan? You can use one of my tea dyeing pans if you really want to, but it might be hard to carry, or one of the baking pans that's big enough for a stencil with some warm water. So my stencils are this big if I use my biggest ones. So I need a pan of warm water that I can put a stencil in.
That size, okay.
Bigger, yes. And like not even an inch. Because I'm about to use texture paste and I can't let it dry on my stencil. Thank you. I gotta pick a stencil. Which one do I want to use? I want some kind of ooh, that one might be interesting. Why don't I bring my stencils over there and y'all can see the stencils and help me decide. I'm gonna get my smaller ones though, because I think I want a smaller pattern. I can't get these smallest ones because then the pattern won't get the whole kitty. Dilemmas, dilemmas. I thought I had more of these bigger, but not the biggest ones. So I put them in a different drawer. I have a stencil drawer, y'all. And I'm looking in my stencil drawer for our stencils. And still struggling to find it. I'm gonna have to give up trying to find stuff. It's not meant to be for me to find stuff. It's just not meant to be. Could do words. Okay, set that one to the side. Set that one to the side. Can't do that one because it's got ink on it and my texture paste will make the ink come off. And I want to keep it black and white. So I'm gonna have to do one of these because they're new. You can just like set it in the floor right there, pretty please. Yeah, I'm just putting a stencil in it so that the texture paste doesn't dry on the plastic and I can't use the stencil anymore. Texture paste, where are you? There you are. Well, it's grit paste. I really like my words. Spackle stuff. The little jars of spackle. I really like using those for texture paste, but I don't use them enough to get through the whole jar before it dries up on me. Okay, what are the words on this one? Confidential, do not open, urgent. Well, that one needs to be with my clue journals. What's the words on this one? Imagine, create art. Okay, we'll do this one. So I haven't missed any crystals chatting with me. It says a few people are here. So hello, 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 welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. I don't know you're here if you don't say hi in the comments. So say hi if you wanna. If you don't wanna, it is what it is. Oh, I didn't get all the way cut out. And that's backwards. And that's upside down. Okay, so this way, and that one didn't get all the way cut out. Okay, so I need something else still. My freezer paper. I'll put freezer paper down. Nope, I'm not doing that stencil, so put it back in the freezer paper or wax paper. Freezer paper, wax paper. Wax paper's cheaper than freezer paper. You know, I really could just do a freaking scrap piece of paper. Like, why am I making it complicated? Trying to like stretch places I can't reach to grab. The most expensive thing I could find makes no sense. Okay. Cat stencil. You could imagine and create art. Well, you can't get all of them out unless you put it right at the bottom. Art. Oh, master. Create. Art. Playful. What's over here? Art is the window to the soul. Hey, that almost all fits. Inspire. Create a mess. Oh, I need that on there. Inspiration, ideas. Well, if I make create stay, then I lose art. If I make art stay, I lose create. If I make inspiration fit, I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. My overthinking gets worse when I don't have a ooh that moment that's compelling me. Expression. Oh, expression's too big. I like play. Oh my. Stop it, Michelle. Stop it. And then put the tape. That tape is too sticky. So I stick it to my shirt. Okay, where's my scraper tool? Where's the scraper tool? I was hoping for the smaller one. Well, see, I didn't get this one cleaned off appropriately. But that's why I bought another set. Okay, this will work. It'll work. I'm going to put this texture paste on, and then I'm going to put this cat in a safe place until it dries. And then I'll be back on here Monday asking you all where it went, because I can't find it. I wanted to do music notes, but I don't have a music note stencil. So we're doing a stencil. I almost ordered some music note stamps and dies. Well, some of them are music notes and some of them were music instruments. I almost ordered some. I talked myself out of it and told myself to be creative with what I got. Hey, Alabama. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You like that? You like my texture paste, kitty? It'll be cool when it dries. I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave it black and white too. I need to put this in the hot water. In hot water. In hot water. That is not hot water, by the way, just in case you were wondering. When I asked for someone to bring me a pan of hot water, they did bring me a pan of water that is not hot. Or it cooled off very quickly. I mean, maybe it took me longer than I thought it did to put some texture paste on this kitty. Okay, y'all, I'm putting the kitty on the shelf to the left, on the top shelf. There are 2 shelves on the left. I'm putting it on the top one above the red 3-ring binder. It's not a 3-ring binder. The red binder. The kitty is on the top left shelf on top of the red binder. So when I have to ask her on Monday where it is, I'm really frustrated about that sewing stuff. Like, I just got it last week. I got it like Tuesday or Wednesday and told myself to save it for Friday. I was going to work on it. I was going to work on my Christmas journals on Friday. So that fabricy stuff came in and I told myself to put it where I could find it to work on Friday. Here we are on Saturday. And I don't know where it is. Crystal says she's not going to remember. Well, we'll both forget together. And then I can just watch the video again. When we both forget, then I can just watch the video and remind myself where it is. Hey, Deborah, you remember that bucket of keys you dropped off on my porch? When I was making these? Deborah wrote it down, and now she needs to not lose the paper. That paper is lost, Deborah. That paper will never be seen again. Like my cat that I just made might never be seen again because I can't find my doodads. That's why I'm asking you if you remember the bucket of keys. Well, I added other metal doodaddy thingies in with the bucket of keys, which is separate than my bucket of like charms that I ordered from Temu. And I can't find it. And then I have strips of leather somewhere for this, and I can't find it. So I've got to remind Deborah about my whole little rant about I can't find freaking anything that I want to find. Deborah has to be in on the rant. Yep, the key's in the tin. You brought them to me. Oh. And see, here's a tin, but this tin is empty. And I think the tin you brought me was round. And this is a square tin. And I think when I added other doodads to it, I don't think I added it to the tin you left the keys in. I think I put the keys and the doodads in something different. I think like that was last year. If I can't even remember where I put the fabricy stuff from Wednesday or Thursday, how am I supposed to remember something I did last year? Which is completely ridiculous because I just told Crystal a story about reading the entire Babysitter's Kids Club book things that this lady brought me that really belonged to her daughter. And like that happened 33 years ago. So tell me why I can remember 33 years ago and I can't remember Wednesday or Thursday where I put something that I needed on Friday. Oh, goodnesses. And because I have such a problem with like finding things, I've started like trying to put things in places that are like in my face. So like I used to get like different storagey things at yard sales or thrift stores, and I would like collage them and, you know, make them a little pretty. And those were going to be my storage buckets for crafty things. The dogs don't seem to know what you're asking for. But then I was like, well, I can't ever remember what's in the boxes, in the buckets that I prettied up. So then I started getting all clear, like clear shoe boxes, so that, and clear baskets so that I could see, and clear envelopes so I could see what's in them better. And that does help a tiny bit. But like these days, I just set it all out in the way. Like I have to trip over it or fall over it to figure out where the heck I put it. Move on, Michelle. Move on. You cannot find it. You wanted to do it, but you can't find it, so you can't do it. So do something else. Do something else. I did get the puzzle pieces out, but I don't know what I want to do with the puzzle pieces. I need to alter them. I told myself I could get them out and just gesso them. But then I was like, well, I did think about putting some sparkle glitter. Not this one. This is just the one I have in front of me. Some sparkle glitter on some of them. And I'm like, well, I don't have to gesso them if I'm just going to heat emboss them. And I don't want to heat emboss too much on the camera because it's loud. So I can I can gesso half of them. How about that? How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Way more than I need. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20. So 10. I can heat emboss 10 of them. Not, what am I saying? Gesso. I can gesso 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to make sure I don't get all edges in one way or the other. Okay, this is ridiculous, Michelle. Okay, we'll just be ridiculous. Not a straight edge, not a straight edge, not a straight edge, straight edge. No. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, no, no. Yes, 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 yes. No. Yes, yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's more straight edges than there are not straight edges. So I was going to do 10, 4, so I could do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this should be 10 because 6 plus 4 is 10 and 10 plus 10 is 20. Okay, these are going to gesso. I have to go in the other room to get my gesso. It's kind of fun to be surprised when you forgot what you have. In theory, Crystal, in theory. Sometimes. But not when you're trying to do like 5 different things and there's like one major missing component on all the 5 things you're trying to do. I was feeling a little stuck on those puzzle pieces earlier. What'd you end up doing? Unless you want it to be a surprise. Where was I going? Oh, I was going to the other room to get my gesso. That's what I was doing. Go in to get my gesso. That is somewhere. Oh, it's under the pizza brownie box. I got it. And then, do I need something else? I do. I need something. I'll just use this piece of paper. But what if I collage on them? If I collage on them, I don't need to gesso them either. See? That's sticker paper. And I don't know that I want to heat emboss 10 of them. I mean, I guess I could do 5 red ones and 5 green ones. Do I have green glitter? I don't know if I have green glitter. Or maybe I have green and I don't have red. I don't know if I have red and green is the point of this conversation that's going nowhere. Okay, yes, I do have a green one. Do I have a red one? I do have a red one and a gold one. And that's not a glitter green one. I have 2 different kind of gold ones. Okay. So maybe I'll do 3 each of green, red, and gold. Oh. So that would be 9. Whatever. I'm just saying this out so I can remember later. I'm not going to do those now. But I am reevaluating gessoing all these because if I collage over them, I don't need to gesso them. 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's gesso 5 of them to have them ready for whatever I might do next. Why do I need to gesso them? Why would I need to gesso them? Because if I paint them, I don't need gesso first. So I was thinking about doing messy painty paper. Painty paper. Oh, I'm going to glue some napkin on them. That's what I'm going to do. But they don't have to be gessoed to glue napkin on them. Because it would be more interesting to see the under stuff through the napkin. That's layers. Painted 2 and collaged on those plus the book page. Okay, I did bring my napkin bucket. But I have something on the top of my napkin bucket, so I need to move that. Let's pick a napkin. That's tissue paper. Nope, let's pick a napkin. Napkin bucket. Ooh, I like sparkly. I want to sparkly star, except for decoupaging with them, it loses its spark, its shine. I mean, it's still kind of metallic-y, but it's just not as shiny when you put the glue on top of it. So it's not as cool. You know? One of these napkins is going to jump out at me and be like, ooh, me. Another one besides the sparkly one is going to jump out at me and say, ooh, I want to be glued onto puzzle pieces. It's going to happen, y'all. Have faith. Have hope. Dinosaurs. Could do that one. And I could do any of them, Michelle. I don't want to do anything with a large graphic because you won't really see it on the small. Oh, y'all. So I used to work at weddings, and one of the wedding-y people, they had these as their napkins. That's their dog. So I borrowed a couple at the end of the night. Oh, see, the dog is way cuter than this one, right? One of the more interesting kind of weddings. They did I need to put this aside for my jellyfish journal. Trying to think of the word, y'all. There was a Ferris wheel out in the parking lot of the wedding, and the catering was like corn dogs and funnel cakes kind of stuff. And then they had socks that they printed their faces on, like headshots of the bride and groom. They printed them on socks, and they gave the socks out to everybody. And they had a like a musician and a balloon artist walking around at the reception. Y'all, I want to do that one, but I want it to still be sparkly after I put the glue on it. And I know that's not what's going to happen. I could glue it on one side and then cover the puzzle piece in glossy accents. I could do that. That's going to take forever to dry. Oh, I ain't got nothing but time. That's what I want to do. Okay. I'm going to move the camera because apparently I'm going to keep working closer to me and keep cutting myself off. So maybe that'll help y'all see what I'm doing when I finally get around to doing something. Collage glue? Sure. Why not? I wonder if this will work. I'm going to try this. I did this last time and it aggravated me. I don't know what it is in this, whatever this is, that it causes it to separate. Like, I don't shake up my art glitter glue every time. I don't shake up my Fabri-Tac every time. Like, what is it about this stuff? That I got to get it reconstituted or something. What are you up to this evening, Deborah? Did you bring a project or are you just hanging out? Am I up on the big screen? Entertaining the dogs? I have not been entertaining my cat recently. She is mad at me. But you know what? I'm mad at her. So we can just be mad at each other. I don't know if the way I'm applying this is a good plan. We're about to find out. Because I'm trying not to put glue on top of the napkin. To mess up the shiny of the stars. Just hanging out and learning stuff. Well, you're learning how not to do it. You're learning that this expensive arse glue right here is ridiculous. And can't keep itself together. Which I can't even be mad at it because I can't keep myself together either. There's a better way, y'all. There is a better way. First of all, you have to cover the whole puzzle piece. Remember how I said I didn't want to get glue on the top of the shiny parts? Well, what you want and what you get don't always work out. It's going to be okay, though. Because it's just a freaking puzzle piece. Hi, ladies. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing this evening? What you up to? What you up to? Deborah's hanging out. Crystal's working on her Happy Mail journal. I don't know what in the tar I'm doing. I'm just doing random stuff. Currently, I am working on some altered puzzle pieces. I'm putting the first layer down. Just watching me. Well, that's a pretty exciting Saturday night, huh? What even happened there? Better than watching paint dry. Is it though? We're just watching glue dry. Half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. Oh, look, I didn't read your whole comment. See, we're smart peoples. You know what I didn't take into consideration in this thought process of how I'm going to get the napkin from all around the puzzle piece. Like down in the groove. I guess I better do it now while it's easy to tear. Because like on straighter edges, when it dries, you just take a piece of sanding paper or a sanding block or something and just sand it off. But the sanding block I have is not going to fit down in there. My granddaughter gets craft supplies from somewhere. I forget where. Tonight is the night of forgetting. You're right. You're right here with the rest of us. Maybe where her mom works. Anywho, they give stuff away, and she gave me a gallon of Elmer's clear glue. Need some? A whole gallon of glue? Oh, you gotta make some. What could we make with it? Slime? You wanna make some slime with a whole gallon of clear glue? Wet paintbrush. Nail file. I don't have a nail file. I need one. Keep telling myself I need one. Yeah, I have done that wet paintbrush trick. Maybe that'll work. But I still feel like I need to do it now while it's wet instead of waiting for it to dry. Let's just tear it. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna tear off of the puzzle piece? Oh no. Then we'll just call it grungy. That's what we'll do. We'll just call it grungy. That's what I just said. If the edges are all fray-ish and not lined up smooth. Okay, so earlier I said, and it only even jumped into my mind because this is sitting right here on my table. When I was trying to say that I didn't want to use this napkin because if I put glue over the sparkly part, it won't be sparkly anymore. And then my problem solved for that was, well, I can just put glossy accents over it. But once I put glossy accents over it, then I'm limited on what I can put on top of glossy accents. And that is not the most interesting puzzle piece, just to have a few sparkly stars and then glossy accents on top. So I got to do something else on top before I put the glossy accents so that they're more interestingly decorated. Or maybe I should have put a little paint underneath before I put the napkin on. I can still put the paint on top. Why do I have to wait? Some of y'all that know me know that I talk to myself out loud. I'm like thinking literally in real time out loud. So I don't always make sense. And my thoughts overlap each other's thoughts. Because I always have 10 people in my brain talking to me. Anyway, the point of that little spiel is I'm working it out. I don't out loud. I'm working it out loud. Like some people keep their thoughts in their brain. I've never been especially great at that. And I used to get in big trouble for it. So I got a little better at it. But I'm losing it now. And I don't get in trouble for it now, really, as much. Mostly because I'm an adult and my mom can't get on to me anymore. And I don't currently have a job. I'm not currently working weddings. Or I have to be all proper out loud thoughts. Or no, all the thoughts have to stay inside and the only thing that comes out of your mouth is proper professionalness. Can't even speak English. It's my first language, first and only language. Rambling. Make no sense thoughts. I know Deborah feels me. You feel me, Deborah? I ordered myself a webcam thing so that I don't have to use my phone for recording. It's not going to be here till next week. So I got to figure out how to hook that thing up and do the streaming through the camera. Through like the proper camera instead of my phone. I don't know why I brought something triggered that in my brain for me to say that out loud, but I don't remember what now. Maybe just to share the information. Maybe I just want to let you know. I'm getting me a new little web camera. We're going to be fancy around here. Not super fancy though, because those fancy cameras are crazy. I need water in my cup so that I can put my brush in the water. And not, I know it'll still mess with my brush, but it will still be usable for doing again. I got to be careful about leaving water on my crafty area table because my darn cat. One, she likes to drink paint water. She's a weirdo. So I got this kind of little narrower cup, and I don't ever put much water in it. Like this is probably more water than I usually put in here already. But to me, more important than her not drinking paint water is her knocking it over. There's way out. That would be a sad day for both of us if she knocks water over all of my stuff. Okay, so there's 4 with sparkly stars. I got to do something else with. What else want to do? I'm not going to do the heat embossing on camera. So do I want to just get some paints out and do some painty ones? Let's do neon. Do I have neons? I have acrylic glow paint. I haven't tried this yet. Here, let's try this. I found this at the Five Below store. And so let's make some glowy. I need something though. either a paint palette or something to be a paint palette. I have a little set of paint palettes, but I haven't seen them in a while. I wonder if I gave them away. I do weird stuff like that sometimes. Give away stuff I need. I'll use a paper. It's not a paper plate. A styrofoam plate. Oh, why is this on the floor? Because there was a crafting lamp. That's why it's on the floor. Okay, you can go up there. You can go in there. You can go back here. Okay. All right. What do I want to do? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, well, it's not fancy. I never had paints with pokey tops before. This looks really thin. Acrylic glow paints, colors included. All them colors. That's all it says. Made in China. Imagine that. Imagine that. Okay. Well, didn't I just have a cup of water with a paintbrush in it? I mean, like 30 freaking seconds ago. Well, that's what I want. I want kind of a flatty. Oh, look over here. A flatty brush. Well, that's something. Maybe I should have gessoed it. What in the tarnation? Okay, if y'all talk to me in chat, I'll talk to y'all. If y'all don't talk to me in chat, then I'll either go silent or I'll just keep talking to myself and my multiple personalities. I'm only half kidding y'all. See, look, all the other ones poked right, and that one doesn't want to poke right. Let's go back to this one, because this one poked right. Gosh darn. I don't know what that was about. I'm not super impressed with these paints, y'all, if you were wondering. I mean, my impressiveness will increase if, like, I turn the lights out and they glowed. but this little like thin translucentness wasn't really what I thought was going to happen, which I don't know why that wasn't what I thought was going to happen. They're cheap paints. What else did I think was going to happen? Hey, if y'all are bored and ain't got nothing to do, hit the thumbs up, pretty please. You have to show us when it dries. I think I will have too many layers of paint on top of it by the time. Like, even if they would glow, I think I'm gonna have, like, I'm even considering just knowing, ain't even a word over them, like, right now. Or going and getting other paint. I don't know, maybe a couple coats will make me feel better about it. Maybe. Well, this see-through-y kind of paint, maybe I can add some to those sparkly star ones. Because even if I get some on the sparkly stars, it's not going to cover them up. I kind of want to do black, except for that I should have painted them black before I put the star napkin on. That's what I should have did. See, I should have thought it through. And that would have been nice if Michelle had thought it through and came up with a plan. And then if I had gessoed them black and then did some splatters, then it kind of wanted to look like the sky, and then decoupaged the sparkly stars on top, and then put the glossy accents on top of that. That would have been cool. But that's not what I did. So now I gotta figure something else out that may or may not be cool. If you mix glow paint with gesso, will it glow? It's an excellent question, Deborah. It is an excellent question. I have no idea. I don't know these things. Like those professional artisty people know things. But do they? We can mix some gesso with some glow paint because we have gesso and we have glow paint. So we can do it. Let's get some gesso on the plate. What color we want to see if it glows. I really didn't need that much gesso. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. That's bright orange. That's some bright orange right there. So some gesso with some orange. Let's do orange pink. That orange didn't hold up very well in the gesso, which is not a surprise. It's just not something I thought about beforehand. I'm not one for thinking about things beforehand today, apparently. Let's do some polka dots. Do a polka dot show. Do I have something round I can like kind of stamp with? No, I mean somewhere. Okay, we're freehanding circles, y'all. Not with that brush though. How about this one? I feel like I just want to break out my Posca pens. I guess Cherie couldn't figure it out. I was messaging her before the live. She said that YouTube just wasn't working with her to let her on. But she asked me to send her the link and she'd try again. But she hasn't said hi. So I guess maybe it didn't work out for her. Okay, polka dots. Does it need more polka dots? Yeah. Does it need more or some other color polka dots? I'm not impressed, y'all. I'm not impressed. Posca pins. Or are not where I thought they'd be. Tag nabbit. Y'all. Really? Wait, are they in here? Please be in here. Please be in here. Please be in here. No, they're not in there. Tag nabbit. Okay, let's go see a player on the island. Anybody seen Mom's Posca pins? The black zipper bag with the right lettering on it?
I've seen it many times, just not recently.
Just not recently. Okay. My Posca pin bag. Oh my goodness. I can't find nothing today. Or the other days too. This is the shelf they're supposed to be on. This is where they're usually at, except for when they're not, which is often. Shouldn't be with the Christmas stuff.
When do you think you last used it? Or is it?
It's a black zipper bag. No, that's not it. It's the black zipper bag. I mean, that is a black bag with white lettering. You are correct. That's just not the Posca pin bag. The last time I used them, I feel like was probably on a Tuesday when I put them in this bag when I sit in the car to doodle on things. I made some painty postcards.
In 20 minutes.
I mean, as far as I remember.
Think you left the bag in the car?
No, because the bag is right there. I mean, not the bag of pastas, but the bag that I carry stuff in. Oh, but sometimes I carry stuff. Found it.
Oh,
Sometimes I put stuff in a black basket.
there you go.
Thank you for your help looking.
No,
Nova,
no.
go. You can't go out. Don't meow at me, ma'am. Go. I was just telling all the crafty friends about you drinking paint water. Now you in here drinking dirty stencil water. Found the Posca pin bag. Found it. So now they have to be shaken up. Well, I gotta get that gesso off that this thing too. Should I gesso some of the other ones? Well, I got gesso out. I should, because otherwise I'm just wasting gesso. And that don't make no sense. Okay, so make room, and find another scrappy paper to, well, I don't guess I need another scrappy paper. I just can use this one, move this stuff over, put me out some pieces. Let's see, and use up the gesso. Why it's out on my plate. So how do y'all feel about the groups swaps this month? Have y'all been to the, well, I know Crystal has. Crystal knew about the group swaps a month ago. But if there's a couple others of you here from the group, the swaps were just announced. How do you feel about them? Are you going to do any of them? Or do any of them sound especially fun? Are any of them going to be something you haven't done before? You going to give it a try? Try something new? One day Deborah might join a swap. Okay. We'll let you. We post them every first of the month. And we have September planned. We have October planned. We haven't talked about November yet. And then I'm going to do a big, I'm calling it a big swap for Christmas. 25 Advent envelopes. That's going to be posted in September though. And people can sign up and work on it in October, because I'm going to say they need to be shipped out early November so that they can get through the postal service before Thanksgiving and before Christmas shipping really starts. Because it's going to be like an Advent thing where you send your partner 25 envelopes so that they open an envelope a day, December 1st through the 25th. And it just won't make no sense to mail them and then the post office take 3 months to get them moving, and you don't even get your gift in time to start opening them on December 1st. So I'm gonna make everybody ship them in early November, which will be aggravating for some people. I know. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to work on Christmas in October, but it'll be okay. You can work on Christmas and spooky at the same time. You can. And I think it's a much better plan to ship them early to help ensure everybody gets theirs before the 1st than to worry about the crazy post office. Do they have to have all the same things in them for each person? No. So, for example, one of the swaps is altered puzzle pieces. So you sign up and you get one partner. So if me and you were partnered together, then I send you 4 puzzle pieces that I decorated. And like, they don't have to be decorated the same. Like, some of these are painted, some of them have napkins. Like, I could, do 4 different styles of decoration and send you one of each. Or I could just collage all 4 or paint all 4. I think it's 4. Is it 4, Crystal? Because the puzzle piece is 3 or 4. And then you send me 4 puzzle pieces, and then that's the swap. If you had signed, I don't know if Catherine is allowing more than one person. I don't remember. I can't remember. If you signed up for 2 partners and then you were partnered with me and Crystal, you just send me 4 puzzle pieces and you send Crystal 4 puzzle pieces. And no, they do not have to be the same. You just have to send what the swap requirement is. So Crystal's doing flashcards, and I think hers is 3. So you can have 3 different partners and you would make 9 flashcards, but you would just send 3 to each of your partners. This is a bad plan, Michelle. Don't do what you're doing right now. It's too late. Why are you doing it? I don't want to do what I'm doing. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Still have more gesso. I need things to gesso. Oh, I have flashcards. Okay, so do I want to gesso some flashcards? So I don't really know if these classify as flashcards. They're like little game cards. They're learning cards though, like they're schoolwork cards. They definitely have to be gessoed. They're shiny. They probably need to be sanded and gessoed. Here, these are matte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't really want to. I don't want to hide that they're flashcards though. I wanted them to be known. Oh, but one side is shiny and one side is not. So let's gesso the little bit shiny side, like roughly. If I do it roughly, then you can still see the numbers. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't be like me. Or be like me, I don't care, but don't think you know what you're doing because you're being like me, pretending that I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So if you're like me, you don't know what you're doing either. Make sense? Okay. Glad we settled that. I don't know if you noticed, but one of the swaps that just got finished was the signature swap. So people are starting to show pictures of the signatures they sent to people. So if you look in the group at those posts, like I sent 3 signatures out, but they were all the 3 signatures were very different. Whereas, so that I'm now reminded that when I did the signature swap with the us 5 moderators, I did make 5 very similar. They weren't exactly the same, but I did make 5 very similar signatures that I sent out. Like they were all wallpaper and they all had lace on them and they all had the wallpaper jellyfish and the printed jellyfish and the black and white envelope. Then we are going to keep that swap going, the signature swap. I'm thinking I'm going to do it quarterly, so the next one will be in October. And the July signature swaps theme was Sparks Joy, and the people were supposed to make signatures, inspired by things that that were personal to them that they really liked. I haven't for sure set the theme for October. It's not going to be spooky though. I don't do spooky. I'm thinking it might be candy shop or sweet shop. If it's like sweet shop, then you could choose if you wanted to do candy or a bakery or ice cream. That still kind of fits with the season a little bit. And it would be up to the people. Like if they wanted 3 swap partners, if they wanted to make 3 signatures that were very similar. Which sometimes if you are doing like junk journaling kind of style, then you may not have 3 of the same items. So it might be hard to try to make all your signatures exactly the same if you're not like a big crafty hoarder. Or use printables that you can print multiple times. Like the 3 signatures I made, the one with the bird and the typewriter and the file cabinets, that was left over from a different project. And those pieces were just left over sitting on a shelf. And I was like, ooh, let me use these random leftover pieces for something. And then the one with the roses and the flowers, that was like a 6x6 paper pad I got in something that is not my favorite paper pad. I mean, like flowers are pretty and stuff, like it's not ugly and disgusting or whatever, but it's just not. Like I've had it for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, this little paper pad, and I haven't touched it because it's not a vibe that often goes, ooh, I want to make something with that. Until I went, ooh, I want to make something with that and send it to somebody else. Like sometimes my choices of things for swaps are, I kind of intentionally choose things I don't like because I want to get rid of it. If that makes any sense. Like Santa things. I made 3 Santa journals because I don't like Santa and I don't want Santa stuff keep sitting around my house. I want to get rid of it. I'm just trying to use up this gesso. I don't even know why I put so much gesso on my plate, but I did. And now I got all this gesso and it's not that serious, Michelle. Now I got gesso all over my hands. I gotta go wash some of it off because it will irritate me. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Whereas like my son, he does not want his hands dirty at all. He can't get anything sticky on his hands. But the feel of gesso is different than the feel of paint. If you know, you know. And I don't like the feel of gesso. Yeah, I don't mind if paint gets in my hands or the inky sprays. I don't mind. I really don't mind any inky sprays getting in my hands. Like as far as like a sensory textury kind of thing. But gesso feels weird on my hands, on my skin. I don't like it. Okay. Shaking up things again. I don't know if they really need to be shook that much. I might just be having fun shaking things. Okay, let's see if I can put these to the side. They're already pretty much dry. Gesso dries pretty. Excuse me, quick. But I don't know what the next plan with them is, so I gotta get them out the way because I do know I wanted to make some marky marks on these with the pins. I do know that. Oh, we had some people and now all the peoples is gone. Did y'all just get booted off? I mean, y'all can't hear me now that you're booted off. Momentarily, or we done for the night? I think I want to do this orange. No, I did not want to do this orange, but we're here now. I thought it was going to be lighter. Like, you look at these two tops and you think this is a lighter orange, right? I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I get for thinking, I guess. I should swatch them out. And I want, okay, so this has been on my to-do list for 110 years. I have a Rolodex, which is not my art Rolodex. I have my art museum, my personal Michelle Art Museum Rolodex, but then I have another one. And I wanted to make swatch Rolodex cards of like my paints and my embossing glazes and stuff. And like it's a twisty one. So I could just turn the little dial and they would flip around and I would have a reference for all of like the colors I have and such. Like, doesn't that sound like a good plan? I feel like that sounds like a good plan. But I haven't done it yet because I have too many good plans and I just can't get to them all. Deborah keeps getting interrupted by the interweb boogers. Am I like buffering, or like are you getting kicked off, or am I being slow and buffering and stuff? Because it's entirely possible that I have 2 teenagers and a husband on the internet right now and might be slowing up my bandwidth or whatever. Whereas during the day, it's usually just me on the internet. Sometimes it's one of the kids because a lot of their school, well, they haven't had school until we start Monday. They have internet for some of their online classes for some of their school, but they do it together on one computer for most of it. For most of the, like they both have typing, so then they both would be on their computer at the same time. But like their science videos, they can watch on one computer, and their history they can watch on one computer. Buffering, but you don't know which end, if it's you or me. There's some kind of way, well, I don't know if there's some kind of way on the mobile. When there's some kind of way to check on some streamings. I don't know. It's all confusing. So I ordered me a webcam, and so I was researching all of that, and then I was looking at, like, you can stream directly through YouTube, but there's extra things you can do if you get like a streaming service thing. So I was trying to research them, and then like some of them are expensive, but some of them offer free tiers. So yeah, anyway, I was looking at all that earlier, giving myself a headache because I don't even know what most of it's talking about. I need that to be more green in the background. Like I need more. Okay, I'm about to be loud. Here's your warning. I gotta hit this end on the end to see if it'll break it up. Okay, here, it's gonna be loud. See, worked perfect. Just have to beat it into submission. See, isn't that a much better coverage? And where did my paper go? So that I don't get, so I get less paint on my mat, because I'm not always careful about that. Yeah, see, that isn't that better? That is better. I agree. You think it's Comcast? I don't know if it is over by you. But I got the Ardmore internet. That's the underground cables internet. And I don't remember what we had before then. I don't know if we had Comcast before, or I mean, maybe it was Comcast. And it was a pain. It nearly never worked right. But this Ardmore in the ground cable internet seems to work better. And it's cheaper than what we were paying for the other one. Huntsville's taxing you for the Google Fiber, but they're not bringing it out this far. Sounds like a very Huntsville thing to do. It really does. Those look like roses and leaves, right? right? Like if you close your eyes and you squint just right and hold your tongue out to the side and use your imagination, that could be roses with leaves. Or flowers. It doesn't even have to be roses. It could just be some type of flower with some leaves. I'm going to do another color. I thought the pink might show up better for the little swirlies, but it didn't. So I'm going to use a lighter, maybe yellow, to try to get some swirlies in there. So somebody's blowing something up outside, or they're setting off fireworks. And then, of course, that makes me be like, why? Why are we doing fireworks on August 1st at 9 o'clock at night, people? Who thought that was a good plan and why? Yeah, see? I don't know if y'all can hear that on the camera, but there's a lot of booming going on around here. Let's just put some leaves just in the middle of nowhere for nothing, because we can, because we don't know what we're doing. And when you don't know what you're doing, you can do anything you want. They kind of look like apples, peaches, something. Oh well. Okay, so I got that yellow, but I think I have another better yellow, like this one, I think. Yeah. See if we can get some of those swirlies and it look a little bit more like, yeah, that swirly looks better. Pink didn't show up. What you think? If you squint just right, it's little roses, right? If you use your big imagination. That's the same color. That's the same color. I don't think I have a lighter green though. Oh gosh darn. What if I do blue? What if I do daily blue? I just want to put like a vein in the leaves. Which doesn't really show up. But I know it's there. That one. It's okay. It's okay. It is a rose. Cannons in the cantaloupe fields. I didn't know we had cannons in the cantaloupe fields. Did not know at all. Okay. I'm going to call that one done for now. What am I going to do? This one and this one. Wasn't there 4 of them though? Oh, over here. Over here's one. It's still not dry though. So it's going back over there. Okay. Ideas, y'all. Ideas. And I cannot paint. Yeah, like I cannot draw or paint. So don't be like making crazy ideas. I can do doodles and scribbles. This little scribble rose is the absolute fanciest thing I can draw. Try to do a ladybug once. I did a grouch. Ooh, I want to do a grouch. Where's the grouch I did? Who do I want to do grouch on? Red. I kind of just want to paint it red like I did that one because I don't want to see all that stuff. That's not red, that's orange. This one's red. Okay, I'm about to be loud again. Oh, no, I got it to break. My muscles kicked in. Should do black polka dots on the red one, huh? Maybe, maybe not. Let's do a butterfly. I'm trying to be fancy and I cannot be fancy. You know what? If it turns out to be a crackhead butterfly, I can just paint over it. It's okay. I got plenty of paint. If I don't like it, I can just draw right back over it. First, you have your body, your little circle head. Then you try to do wings. That's where things get complicated. Okay, so it's a little straightish and then down and back up. Nope. A little straightish now. See, because I'm trying to do that and then straight and down and up and kind of straight and then down. No, that's not how it is. So my plan was defaulted from the beginning. Okay. And look at this. It's about to disappear. Like it never happened. What, crackhead butterfly? Don't know what you're talking about. Bam, gone. Okay, so I got 3 wet puzzle pieces. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with these now because the plan that I thought through after it was too late to do the plan. Hi, hey Crystal, welcome back. I'm still here. Just painting on puzzle pieces. Look, I got puzzle pieces up here. What do I want to do with them? Don't want to. How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now? This one might have died. So I got my backup one. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so this one can go on the charger. It's funny, Deborah's like, she touched something and messed it up. I mean, it could have been. That's not an unbelievable thing that could have happened. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, great. Okay, so I was talking about, do I want to take this stencil and put fish scales on the puzzle pieces to make them look like fishes? But then, as I was thinking it through, no. Because the part where the stencil is where the texture paste is not going to go. But that's where I need the texture paste to go. Like I need that part, the texture, not the little, not that part. So it was an idea, but it's not an idea that's going to work. Like my first thought. So now back to stencils to see if there is a stencil I want to do on the puzzle pieces. Look, I got roses. I got a roses stencil. Those look kind of like nets. I got one that looks like tree bark. I make tree bark. Whatever I'm working on. Puzzle pieces. I don't know what I want to do, y'all. I just don't know. Or that is just like a random pattern. Maybe we'll do that one. But that random pattern doesn't inspire me for a direction though. Like what I'm going to do after I put this on there and do something else. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I got that on there. I could texture paste this one. Let's texture paste this on and then paint them gold. Or do I need to paint them gold and then texture paste it and then paint it again? I don't know. Or do I need to paint them gold and then mix the texture paste in with gold paint and put it on? No, just texture paste it and let it dry and then gold it. Did anybody see where I put my texture paste? Did I put it back where it was supposed to go? I mean, no, I didn't. I set it over here. Okay, found it. Did I plug that thing in to charge? Yeah, I did. Is it charging? Yes. Okay. Didn't give me any kind of warning it was dying. Like I thought it was going to beep or something. Okay. So I think I'm going to put some of this on and then I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to gold metallic them. Why? I don't know. It's an idea I had and I don't have another idea, so why not? Sometimes I just do things because it popped into my brain and my brain didn't immediately counteract with a no, you can't do that because of whatever. So I'm like, well, if my brain is not going to object, then we'll just do it. I'll just do it. Ta-da! See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Michelle. It does not matter. Okay, last one, and then we'll put these over to do some drying. Did I put something to do some drying earlier? Maybe it's dry and we can do something with it now. Okay, so this goes in the bucket of water to be washed later. And this gets scraped off and then washed. Or I can wipe it off with a paper towel really well. Okay. All right, so this goes somewhere to dry. And what's our next plan, y'all? What's our next plan? I don't have one, which I ain't had a plan this whole time. Because every plan I tried to come up with, I couldn't find my stuff. This is dry. It could be, and this one's dry. And this one is dry, but I don't know what to put on them. I don't know what to put on them. I don't know. Because I can't draw them. Well, I put roses on that one, so maybe I should do like flowers. Should I just make them all flowers? But like I can't draw flowers, so. Which way? It's going to be the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put a circle. And then we're going to do the bumps. I need scrap paper. Or I could use a index card. That's not an index card. Oh goodness. I can reach. Okay, there. Oh, I almost fell, y'all. I almost fell on my booty in the floor. It almost just happened. And y'all would have heard me cuss. All the cussing. All of it. Surely not. Okay. All right, so bump, y'all. Boop. 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 Maybe I should have did it in white and did the yellow over the white, because that's not showing up super well. Okay, so let that dry and then go back with the white. And then green. That's blue. That's not green. Oh no. Yo, I lost a marker top. And I hope that I just very recently lost the marker top, so I could find it and put it back on there and it's not all dried out. That is not what happened. Well, that's a sad day. Because plastic pens ain't cheap. What was I looking for? Green. I was looking for green. Let me try this green. Well, I can't get a green because the background's green. How did I put this one on? Oh, bless it. Well, I have to just use the dark green. I just have to use the dark green. That's all. I just have to use the dark green. It's okay. There we go. Probably not by your foot, or probably by my foot. Okay, so we're going to put white on first and then go over it with the yellow, so the yellow will be brighter. I mean, I think that's how it works, but I could be wrong. Okay, so let that dry and then go back over it with the yellow, see if that makes the yellow a little brighter. And then I still need a little butterfly up here, and we just saw how me and butterflies went. We're not friends. We're gonna risk it again. We're gonna risk it. We are. Any minute now I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go for it. Go. I mean, there's definitely been worse butterflies. Okay, dry. Okay, I'll let you sit there while you dry. Which one? When am I doing this one? I'm gonna try to do a ladybug. I'm gonna try to do a better ladybug than the last ladybug I did, because that ladybug was a mess. Y'all, Okay, y'all hear me talking to myself about I can't draw and my ladybug was a mess. But do you know, I watch YouTube peoples that be doing all this like whimsical collage fodder. They can't draw either. I don't mean that ugly. I swear I don't mean that ugly. I'm getting to a point that I need to be nicer to myself. Like their ladybugs are wonky, or their butterflies are wonky, or their little leafy plants are wonky and whimsical, and they are doing it on purpose or because they don't have extra art skills. And like very often, not every time, but very often I see their little wonky whatever they're doing and I see it's wonky and I do not immediately think, well, that's trash. Well, that's no good. Well, why did they even waste their time drawing that? Like, I don't have that thought when I see other people do it. But when I'm doing it, when it's my own art, I'm like, well, that's not right. You can't draw. That's wonky. And like, that's wonky in a negative connotation. So it doesn't make any sense to me why I can see other people draw things that are not perfect, but myself, and I don't think their stuff is trash. I do not. But myself, I draw stuff that's not perfect, and I'm like, well, that's crap. Isn't it funny? Other artists' wonky looks good. Like, right? I should not have added that little line in there, but like it needed something to help define it or something. I don't know. What was I doing on this one again? I don't even know. Oh, ladybug. I needed the white. Why did I need white for ladybug? I don't need white for ladybug unless this red won't show up on this blue. That's very good. Okay, ladybugs. Ladybugs are circles. Circle, circle, circle. Circle. Wait, no, I ain't gonna do that way. I'm gonna do a half circle. I want to make it a little wider. So yeah, it's weird that my brain sees other people not draw like perfect. And I think it looks good. I think they did a good job. I'm proud of them. But my brain sees my not perfect drawings and it's all like, that's no good. My brain needs to learn to be nicer to me, is the moral of the story. And maybe your brain needs to learn to be nicer to you. I don't know. Maybe your brain is different than my brain. Okay, so we need a little head, little ladybug head, little ladybug feet. Hey, do ladybugs have a bunch of feet, y'all? Somebody tell me. Or do they just have like 6 feet? Do they have just 6 or do they have a bunch? I need to put some more red on there. It's not solid enough. Maybe that head needs to be a little bigger for its body. Maybe. Just a little. Not too much. It's got to dry before I put the other part on it. Okay, so I was putting yellow on this one when the white dried. I'm still waiting on someone to remind me how many legs ladybugs have. And I should be more patient because maybe you have to Google it too. I would Google it, but I can't Google it because my phone is in use. And I feel like I know the answer, but I also feel like I don't know anything. Somebody tell me about ladybugs. Okay, so that doesn't show up at all. Do I need to put white in there first? And then put the color on it? Yeah, maybe. You know what? This ladybug has a lot of feet. This ladybug does. How about that? How about that? Kind of feel like they have 6. Okay. Those are cute. What's cute? My funky ladybug. Should have made it bigger though, because now I feel like that the puzzle piece is not fully decorated. Like there's too much other not ladybug space. But I don't know what to put. I guess I could find a little word. I could find little tiny words. Could do that. Maybe. I could attempt to find little tiny words. Google says 6 legs. Thank you very much for checking that. And it's what I thought, but then I was also thinking, maybe you're wrong. So what do you know? Okay, so when that white dries, I'm going to try to put the till on it again. I don't have any little fine tipped pins. I mean, I have microns, but I need to let it dry super good before I try to micron it. Okay, so got a ladybug, we got a flower and a butterfly that we're still working on. What are we doing on this one? What are we doing on red? A Christmas tree? Why not? I can make a Christmas tree. It's a triangle. I can make a triangle with a rectangle. A Christmas tree is a triangle. You're going to see the rectangle in a minute. brown. Can I find the brown? It's in here. That's blue. That's blue. This set of Poscas I got have like 4, 5, 6 blues. It only has 2 greens. Right? So there's brown over there. Okay, so I got my triangle, then I got my rectangle. But now it's just a tree. So if I want it to be a Christmas tree, I gotta put some Christmas lights on it, right? And a star on the top. But I need to do white first, and then yellow or gold. I bet I have a gold. I do have a gold. Where my gold is a completely different story. Oh, I bet I have little tiny gold stars. Yeah, let's put on a tiny gold star instead of, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, so Christmas lights. Christmas lights. Oh, I should probably do them white first and then colors, huh? Can you have too many Christmas lights? No. Okay, so that's gotta dry. Do I think my white up here is dry? So I am going to finish-ish up where I'm at on these puzzle pieces, and then I'm gonna go, I think, because we've been on 2 hours and my mic already died, so I bet my phone is not far behind. Oh no, it says I've done 2.5 hours. Yeah, my phone is on like 19% at best. At best, y'all. I appreciate you coming to hang out with me. I got some things done. I haven't got anything done since Monday, the last time we hung out. That doesn't really help me reach deadlines. Got deadlines coming up. And I can't get my things done by my deadlines if I'm stuck. Feel me? Yep. There we go. There we go. So I might try to find a little tiny word to go there. And find a little tiny word. Maybe 2 tiny words to go on that one. Should I edge this one some kind of way? What if we did some green polka dots or yellow polka dots? Let's do green polka dots. Well, again, I got to do the white first and then do, because the color just don't show up as good. So let's do white all around the border. And then I'll come back after the white has dried and do green or yellow. Or green and yellow. Why can't I do green and yellow? I could. Okay. Yellow. Yellow lights, blue lights. I got lots of blue in here. Not that blue. Is there a better blue? And green lights. Maybe red lights. Oh, yeah, this is the blue I was looking for, not that blue. Do y'all know the the amount of, I don't even know what word I want to use. I wanted to count all of those white dots and divide it by 4 so that there could be the exact same number of all the colors of the dots. Not green because the tree is green. So divided by 3 so that there would be like, why? Why did my brain want to do that? And then also my brain is telling me that I can't put 2 of the same color next to each other. Like those 2 blues are next to each other. That's not appropriate. That's not allowed. Why? Why? And then like if I keep going, then I'm gonna have 3 blues right in a row. And I already got 2 blues in a row. So like I can only be rebellious to my brain in so many doses. Is that what I was trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, there we go. We got Christmas tree lights on the Christmas tree. Okay, let's do, want to do swirly whirly whirlies around the edge, like a loop-de-loops. I wish I had a thinner one though, because I think loop-de-loops with this thick one is not going to look as loop-de-loopty. I know you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. Oh, look, the gold pen. It's not currently what I'm looking for, but I don't want black loop-de-loops. Do I want black loop-de-loops? No, black loop-de-loops aren't fun. And I think these little, the skinnier, but see, even when you look at the tips, though, they're not really that much skinnier. I wonder if I will completely kill my gel pens if I try to write with them on paint. Probably. But then I still don't know what color I want to do. I guess I could do gold. Why not? Why not gold or silver? Should I do silver? Gold or silver? Gold or silver? Gold or silver? Or red? Nope, it's already red. Green, gold. Green, gold, blue, orange. Trying to do whoop-de-whoops. And you cannot see those whoop-de-whoops unless you're really looking for them. I don't know. Can y'all see them in the... Yeah, no, you can't. I'll hold it up in a minute. It's like just a bunch of cursive E's. Ish. Bunch of crooked cursive E's. I remember cursive, right? Used to have to learn that stuff in school. Okay, ta-da, loop-de-loops. I'm waiting for my screen to catch up so I can see if you can see. When the light hits it just right, you can see it. Okay. So was I waiting on anything? Oh, I was waiting on these to dry. What was I gonna do again? Yellow, green, yellow, green, teal, black. I could just do white and black ones. I'm gonna do every other one black. And if these dots do not come out completely equal so that they do, every other one comes out black, white, then I won't get any sleep tonight. It will be the end of the world. End of the world as we know it. I feel fine. Yes. Y'all, I'm doing a happy dance. I'm doing a happy dance. Whoop, whoop. Worked out. So the world will not end tonight. I may actually get some sleep. All right. And that's all, folks. The end. Have a good night. Sleep well. Don't let the cantaloupe cannons get you. Cantaloupe cannons. The world. Night night. Please hit the thumbs up, pretty please. Pretty please. With good night wishes on top.